welcome back to another episode of Let's Get Real TV. I'm Bakiba.
I'm Stacy.
And I'm Drea. Okay, today, guys, we have a topic that actually I thought of because when I watched our last episode, these ladies mentioned that they love. And when they mentioned it, their eyes lit up. You can feel their soul. You can feel their hearts.
Yes.
And it kind of took me back a little bit. And I was like, let's explore more into this. I just love the way they love. So I want to talk about, now Stacy, you were the first one to say it in our last episode. You were mentioning it when we were talking about, I think, our passion or superpowers. Mm-hmm. And you said that you love. So I'm going to put you on the spot. Can you go a little deeper into your love for love?
Okay. What I mean by I love. I love to see true, authentic love. To me, love protects. Love covers. Love heals. Love, it just puts you in such a safe place. Acts of kindness is love to me. Encouraging words are love to me. Random little, if you give me a Snickers bar, I feel so loved. So when I see little authentic love like that, it just warms my heart because sometimes I lose hope in humanity. So when I see things like that and I can really see somebody's really just genuine, I love it. I just love it.
Mm-hmm. How you do feel it?
And I see it in y'all eyes.
I felt
sweet.
that.
Yes,
oh
I
my
love
God.
it.
I really felt
And
it.
I know Stacy will be watching something and she'll call crying.
Crying my eyes out. And I'll be like, y'all, I'm not even being dramatic. But I'm watching this and literally bawling.
Oh.
So I love it.
Oh, see, for me, like, that is, that's how I feel. And I remember, I'll tell you ladies, like, I remember when I gave birth to my son, when they gave him to me, the amount of love that I felt, it was unimaginable. Mm-hmm. And at that moment, Mary J. Blige's song came on, You Are My Everything. Mm-hmm. And that was playing like on the TV in the background, and they gave him to me. So I'm hearing You Are My Everything. And so now that's our song. So when he gets married, that's our first dance. We're dancing to that. Yeah, but like that's for me, like love should be healthy. And it makes you want to encourage somebody. It makes you want to bring out the best in them. Mm-hmm. But the problem is, people put the way people handle love is they'll say like, if you don't do what I want you to do, then that's, you don't love me. Mm-hmm. Or if you do what I want you to do, that's considered you love me. Mm-hmm. But like we were talking last time, like love is unconditional. Mm-hmm. Like love is supportive, it's kind. Mm-hmm. Again, you just want the best for them. And when you do think of me, and it is acts of kindness. Mm-hmm. But, we need to get your perspective on love.
Well, I love too. I know y'all thought I was going to say something different. I do. I love too. But what I realize is I don't get so sentimental and mushy, and my eyes, like your eyes water up, that y'all smiles come on. Like I don't get all of that when I think of I love. So it made me want to talk about it a little more. And what I realized in myself is I do love, and I agree with you all on everything you all said. But in my mind, I think of love, and then here comes the work.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
So in my mind, I'm like, okay, yeah, I have all this love. That's cool. But now what? Like, we got to work on this. And in any relationship, any situation, any circumstances, like you said, love can be conditional sometimes. Yes. And so in my mind, I go to the logistics more so of love. So I don't get so mushy because I know what's next. Also, I think of I love, and this is just my opinion, after I'm over the high of the love. Mm-hmm.
The honeymoon stage.
The honeymoon stage is over. It's like a fairy tale.
What you mean?
It's, if you heard what Stacy said to me, you talk about your son, so it's a little different. Mm-hmm. But what Stacy said to me sounds like a fairy tale. Mm-hmm. And my mind does not equate to fairy tales. Like when I was younger, I never thought of how my wedding is going to be. Like this beautiful fairy tale. I thought more so of the work that it involves. And I do want to feel loved, of course. I love to feel that. But I think of it more as, okay, we got that love, now what's next? So I never want to get stuck in love. And I'm not saying you all are, don't get me wrong. I never want to get stuck in love where I forget the other parts that go in it, and then love takes over, and then I'm accepting things I shouldn't accept. I'm doing things I shouldn't do. I'm staying longer than I need to stay.
Yes.
It's just so many things that come after that initial feeling that I feel like deserve a little bit more of my attention than the actual love.
I got you. You know, I always say, I got to come from this fairy tale, because I feel like one day he really, literally is going to come on a white horse.
Yeah.
And come get me.
Right.
Like, I have these, like, I sit back and I have, ooh, La La Land. But no, it's definitely, I agree with you 100%. Don't get caught up in that fairy tale, because then you'll sit back and say, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm not being loved properly. And they may have been doing this all along, but because I was in that fairy tale, I was blinded. So I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, love can feel like, I feel like it could be like it can cloud judgment at times. And I'm not saying it always, but
so
it can.
It's like an action word.
Definitely an
Like
action
you
word.
need to follow up.
Yes.
Yeah.
With your actions, you need to. So does it go like you need to show me, prove me? We need to prove to one another.
Yeah.
We need to put in the work.
Right. After that feeling, it's like,
we need
okay, I figured out this is what it is. It's love. You know, it's not lust. This is love. Now, how are we going to work on this love? How are we going to maintain this love? How are we really going to put this love into our day-to-day actions and not just that initial feeling?
And I take it for granted.
Yeah.
Because as much as I love love, when people tell me stories of their relationships and I hear things like that are abusive and they say, well, he loves me.
Girl.
I don't mind saying that's not love.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I can't say, I don't know this person. They could very well love you, but their behavior, not love.
Yeah.
Not love.
So let me go deeper in that. So, because people will abuse the word love.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
They'll abuse it. So like the person who is getting abused, who is getting cheated on, and the person is following up behind saying, but I love you.
Those actions are not love.
Yeah.
And I'm very vocal with that. I say, that's not love. Love doesn't hurt. And love doesn't abuse.
Well, what the Bible say?
Love is patient.
Come on, love is kind.
Love is kind.
It does not envy.
It does not boast.
Come on.
And God is love.
And
Yes,
God is
He
love.
is.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I definitely agree. I just wanted to get a little, just because I realized by watching you all, I'm like, I don't get so mushy. Like, my eyes didn't light up, and I'm like, and I had to just examine myself. And then I thought about, it's nothing wrong with love, but I just thought about it for myself. Like, why don't I get so? When I hear love stories, I'm like, cool, but then it's like, then they hit me with, but he cheating on her, right? So then it's like, so for me, I don't start off with this, oh, they have this best relationship, because I always hear like the second part of it, or I know the second part of it, and sometimes people's story, but they not telling everything.
Like you see the people on like Facebook and Instagram, and they got like the perfect picture marriage, and they got matching outfits, and they got this together, and they in Cancun, and sleeping, and then you looking like this, like, girl, you know he's such and such, you know you such and such,
exactly,
but the frame
is like, oh, that's,
and everybody commented, oh,
power couple,
goals. And you sitting up here like,
hashtag never.
Right. Girl, leave them alone.
Fraudulent. Fraudulent. Like, yes. So I just always be like, and I'm not saying it's always something in some people's relationship, but I just be like,
That's why I say I love authentic, true love.
Yeah.
Believe that people change for you out of love.
Definitely. I definitely think they can. I don't think they always do.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people and a lot of things, I know I've changed personally out of love. Stuff that I never thought I would change. Stuff I never thought that I could kind of break, what they say, strongholds and stuff. You actually break them for love. Stuff you never thought that you would do, So I can honestly say for myself, I know I've done it, so I'm sure other people, I think that's really shows love.
Yeah,
it is.
Because I I know I always say I'm single, but I was married for 12 years. And I remember one time my ex-husband told me that he didn't like something I said to him. I didn't see the harm in it. My father says it to us. Like, it's like a little family joke we have. And I just couldn't understand why he told me, stop doing it. And it was so hard, but I had to be so conscious to stop because I love you and I don't want to do something that's hurting you.
There you go.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I can definitely say I've changed because I love someone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think everyone has in every aspect. Like, it'll make you want to be a better parent, a better girlfriend, a better boyfriend, better spouse, just things like that.
Yeah, and like you were saying with children, I know we do a lot different for the love of our children that we might not do for other people's children, or we thought we even had inside of us. But once we had our children, we like, I love you so much that I'm going to go ahead and clean this little bloody scrape. Even though my stomach is turning inside, but the love I have for you, it makes you do
Girl, or when you done worked 8 hours a day and your child like, Mom, you going to do these braids?
Exactly.
Are you cooking dinner tonight? And I didn't work all day.
Exactly.
But here I go in the kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the food, it looked like you made it with love. Because you did.
Yes.
So I do believe in happy endings and fairy tales, but I just want y'all to know I blame TV and the Cosby Show.
So funny. And I don't believe in no fairy tales.
I do. I'm a punk.
And I like to watch fairy tales.
I do.
So you can cry. So I can cry. But then I say, get out that fairy tale, Stacy, because like you said, it's work.
No. But you know what I do realize? You can't let anyone, because you'll see a lot of people, and they will let love break them.
Yeah, definitely.
It'll break them, and you can't allow it to break you. So do you think that love comes from within?
Definitely has to start there.
It has definitely have to
It
start there.
definitely, but love can break you down too.
Like Legos.
Yeah, it can break you down. You love somebody so much that the love that you have for yourself is diminished. It's just love.
You love them more than yourself.
Exactly.
And then when
It's a powerful word.
When you start loving yourself, you will realize you got to let some people go.
You touched on that before too.
And when you realize for the betterment of yourself that you have to get away from it, that can hurt.
Don't it?
That can hurt.
Yeah.
But it's necessary.
It is.
So okay, so that's what we're gonna talk about again. That love hurts.
Oh, okay.
Now,
look, I'm got all type of stuff.
Now,
and another show, show.
Yes. Because it's you got to be real clear with that one.
Oh yeah, we had to do it
because you can't hit me.
Time.
Yeah, you can't hit me, hurt me physically. Then talking about so. That's love.
But I love
see, love don't hurt.
Yeah.
So what question they hit us with today?
Okay, so my question is simple. How do you get over someone who cheated? So we're talking about love. I'll just make it coincide with that. We're speaking about love. You love that person. It's your mate. It's your husband. It's your boyfriend. How do you get over something like that?
I can't really answer that. I've never been cheated on. So, and I don't think it can't happen to me. To my knowledge, it's never happened to me. So I don't know. I don't know how I would react. I don't know. So y'all gonna have to speak on that.
Well, she's never been cheated on either.
No, I've been cheated on.
Oh, you have?
I have been cheated on.
Oh.
And as far as my answer to this, I mean, everybody has their own answer. So it's not, I don't think anything is cut, paste, and dry. But time.
Heals all wounds.
Time heals all wounds. Time it has to be a lot of self-love going on, because if you don't love yourself, you don't have enough in you to forgive that person. Even after forgiveness, sometimes you just can't get over it. So I've been there too, where I just couldn't get over it. But then I decided in myself that I wanted to get past this. I want to go past this hiccup that's happened in my relationship. So I fought hard for it. It still came up. I still thought about it at times, but I decided I want to fight more for my family than I want to be mad. So I'm either going to be mad and stay mad, or I'm either going to fight past this and try to work it out for my family. And that's what I did. And actually, it was my marriage. I also was married. I'm divorced now. And that's part of situations that happened in our relationship, but I just had to get over it. I couldn't let it eat me up inside if I was going to stay, even though I ended up not staying. I end up letting him go, but that's what I determined in my mind. So I just say time, loving yourself enough to get over it.
For me, it would be, the most important thing for me is to get over it. I need to understand. I need to understand why you did what you did, what you were missing, what I lacked in. And then once I get that understanding, then I can work towards forgiveness. So then you got to forgive yourself. For me, it's really understanding. And once I understand anything, because I'm an excellent listener. So once I listen, and then once I listen and have an understanding, then I can do the work to forgive you. But what about that whole thing, like you forgive but you don't forget? Oh yeah. And it's like you said, like it does take time. But the thing with men and women is they want it in their timing. They feel like, oh, that was last month. Oh, that was 6 months ago. That was a year ago. But it's like, this is my time and this is my healing process. Yeah. So it's not in your timing. So you just have to, deal with however long it takes me to heal and forgive. Right. But once you heal and forgive that person and forgive yourself, it is an amazing journey. And I know they talk about like therapy within our community and everything like that, because sometimes you can't do it by yourself. Sometimes you need your mama, your grandma, or you need therapy, like you need to pay for it. So but once you get to that point, it's a whole new world for you. The experience is a whole new world, but once you heal and forgive them and forgive yourself, it's a whole new world.
Yeah, you realize how strong you are. You realize it's a lot. It's a lot. And you just realize, like, I got through that.
You do. And you didn't think you would make it through all them crying, trying to figure out why was it me, this and that. And
it's another type of hurt. It's a whole different ball game than just our relationship didn't work. It can break you. That's why I said you got to build yourself up to even get to the point where you can forgive somebody.
People have taken their lives over things like that. Like, it can literally break you. But even once it break you, once you build yourself back up,
that's why it's a beautiful thing.
Man, you're gonna be better than you were when that event happened. Yeah. And do you think some things are meant to happen for you to go through things?
Definitely.
So sometimes it's
looking back on it, of course, you're like, I needed to go through that, so now I know what I did wrong, maybe what happened. You know what I'm saying, in a relationship, where was the breakdown? It's stuff that you have to look back on, and it's a way to realize and really dig deep into yourself.
So now I have a question. Okay. So how do you not bring the baggage from that relationship
to your next one? Well, I look at it like it was a learning experience. So once I decided in myself that I wasn't gonna let that hold me back anymore, I left it alone. I dropped it. So it was nothing that I went into my next relationship scared about or worried about if it happens again, or if I see it starting, some little things starting to be in place where I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Then I'll try to nip it in the bud there or try to fix it when it first begins. But I don't think it's anything that I can prevent.
Yeah. You cannot.
If it's supposed to happen or if it's going to happen, it's going to happen whether I go crazy on you, whether I check your phone all the time, whether I do any of that. So it's just going to happen.
Whether I love your dirty draws, whether I support you, whether I encourage you.
You just be ready for the consequences.
Period.
Now, although my last relationship was my marriage, although it didn't end because of infidelity, it ended for abuse. And there are things that I now identify that I could see it before it even happens. And so I say, okay, now we've been through this road before. Okay. We not about to go down this road again. And it's not, I don't look at it as like baggage. I'm just more conscious now. Because it was definitely red flags that I ignored. And so those red flags became red banners. Like they got bigger. So I had to take what lacked in that last relationship so that I won't repeat and experience the same thing.
Yeah, same
I
thing.
can understand that.
So I guess baggage is baggage, right?
Yeah,
It's cheating, abuse, no matter what it is. If you had to walk away from
Mentally,
something,
physically.
if you had to walk away from something, you gotta be bigger than that baggage to leave it there and go on to this new relationship, so you don't bring that, so you can be back into your I love.
Because y'all know I'm a hopeful romantic. Y'all know.
Don't ever give that up.
Y'all know.
No matter what you go through, always stay positive with that. But you and I had this conversation, about when you go through it and the matriarchs of your family, what they tell you.
Right.
And they'll tell you oh, you might as well stay with him, or stay with him or her. You know who they are already. The next person, all men are the same. They're all going to eventually cheat, or all women may do the same. So it's what advice would you give your daughters?
Yeah, and so I've never experienced that.
I know, you told me that.
And you were saying a lot of people that you know have experienced that, and that was actually shocking to me.
No, what was shocking...
I only see that on TV.
No, what was shocking is that you told me...
that I had never experienced
Her family tell her, they're whatever you decide, I support you. And I was that's it.
That's right.
I was they give you all this advice. She's no, they support me, whatever decision.
Yeah, that was shocking to me, Kiba. I was
wait. And I'm the women in my family be girl.
Yeah, that's a good question. If y'all can comment below, matriarchs in your family, have they told you all to stick out the relationship for whatever reason, or did they tell you just do what it is in your heart? I want to know.
I want to know too, because until she told me that, I thought
I did too.
Yeah, I was confused.
Yeah, I did too.
So it made me think, I have daughters and you have a son, what are we going to tell them? When they come to us and say love hurts, or they were hurt by love, what advice?
I'm definitely going to tell her, leave.
You're not going to do what you was told.
I'll be the opposite of this whole conversation.
No, because I tell my son now, I said, because he's witnessed a lot of stuff, and I tell him now, you fight for your marriage. I said, but you have to be logical with it too. And when things are just not changing and not getting better, I tell him, you leave. I tell my son that now, he's 16. I want him to know it's okay to walk away.
Yes. Okay, so we used to say.
So what you doing? What you doing?
I'm gonna do the opposite of what the women. I'm gonna tell them the same thing.
So you gonna encourage them to feel what they feel and decide what they want to decide, or you encourage them to leave, or?
No, I like the way your family handles you.
Okay.
I'm gonna support you and be there for you, and I want you to figure it out on your own, and I'm going to always be here whether you decide to stay or whether you decide to leave. But I don't want to do like the women in my family told me, leave and not leave, stay in it and blah 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 and this and that. I want I want you to make a decision on your own.
And that's good.
Yeah.
That's good that you learned that and decided that that's something that you're going to break.
Yeah, I am. Break that generation.
Yeah, because it's already hard on your own.
Yeah.
So then to have somebody behind you telling you that, I can only imagine how that got to feel. Yeah.
So I want to tell y'all, we're talking about love and how we love. But never forget, it starts with self-love. You have to love yourself. You have to do things. It goes beyond, going to get a little pedicure or a haircut or things like that. It's about when you're not honored. You have to honor yourself and don't allow anyone to not honor you. Set boundaries and stand firm on them. And you can love through it all.
True. We want you all to like, comment, subscribe, and share. All right. And then don't forget to comment below and let us know the question I asked earlier.
Yeah, because I want to know, what do the men... I want to know,
that would be a good question.
What do the dads
what they tell me?
Because the stereotype is that he's supposed to not forgive and he's just supposed to leave and kick up to the curb. But what if it's some daddies out there no, she only cheated once or twice. Stay with her.
Wow.
I want to know. Enjoyed loving you, ladies. I love you.
I love you all. We'll see you all in the next episode of Let's Get Real TV.
I am Bakiba.
I'm Stacy.
And I'm Drea Lee.
You gotta take that.
Y'all want me to come right here with that?
Okay.